Hey, what's up, y'all? It's poppin'. It's D. About to react to this video by Lovely TTV. It's titled DC Young Fly Faces Backlash from Resurfaced Videos. And Jacky's father's speech goes viral. Lord, let's see what's going on. What resurfaced videos? Let's watch.
T-Sippers, happy Tuesday. So it has been a long few days for me. As many of you guys know, we moved. So it's just been a lot. There's a lot of stuff everywhere. The house is a mess. I'm cleaning the old house. But in the meantime, outside of being busy with the move, I've gotten a lot of messages and DMs concerning all this stuff with Jackie O and DC Young Fly. And I didn't want to say too much because, like I said, I didn't follow them. I didn't even know about her. I don't watch Wildin' Out. I've seen her before, like, you know, in passing on different vlogs, but I didn't follow their relationship in and out. I just don't do relationship vlog couples. That's just not my thing to watch on YouTube. But, you know, when she passed, I started checking out some stuff about her. I went onto her YouTube videos, her Instagram page, and not only was she just stunningly beautiful, but she also seemed to have such a beautiful spirit as well. And so this weekend, my blogger had posted DC, you know, his moving speech, quote unquote, at Jackie's funeral. And a lot of people were really upset about, you know, the speech. They felt like, you know, this wasn't the time and place. The fact that he's still joking about putting babies in her, knowing that that's what she wanted to change, was the fact that she had all these kids, these 3 kids, back to back to back, and it took a toll on her body. So I'm going to go ahead and play you guys the clip of DC Young Fly basically talking about Jackie at the funeral. Y'all go ahead and check this out.
Anybody that's going through something, I'm here to tell you, man, look, God was probably feeling for us, swearing that we didn't know what he was going to do, his mind going crazy. Listen, man, I've been dealing with trauma all my life, man. It just so happened this is new to me because I never had a rib to leave. But I'm here to tell you as a firm believer, man, God makes no mistakes. Don't question nothing. Don't even question what we going through. Because we're going to go through it and get through it. Because my God is going to give us the strength to get through it. You dig what I'm saying? But most importantly, that this entire family needs is prayer. Pray for us, man. Send good energy our way.
And when I'm saying preach, I'm talking about the just getting through things. Like, I feel like we get through everything. Okay, whatever hard shit you're going through, you're gonna get through it. That's what I'm talking about.
Say hard, but it sure ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't. It ain't. And for those who see me, y'all know I pray a lot. Because life is real. And if I didn't pray a lot, I wouldn't be able to deal with it. But I'm sitting here strong, you know, chin up, chest out there. I'm straight. My kids, we good. Because like I said, we led by the spirit and not by the flesh. Are we hurt? Yes. We're human. We got emotions. My children know God is real. Ain't that right, baby? Don't you know that? Don't you know we God fearing? Ain't mama with us. Ain't we gonna keep going? Know that. And I want everybody in here, if you don't take nothing from today, man, I don't care whatever you going through in life, listen, man. Find your relationship with God. She had a beautiful soul. She was a great mother. I'm talking about super great mother. Super great mother. Super great mother. And we're going to continue that. We're going to continue that love. And if y'all ain't in that book, get in that book. Read Genesis. Understand the life of Joseph. Joseph going to teach you some things. Because it don't matter wherever Joseph laid his feet, God made him in charge.
Sound like a pastor up here preaching. I don't see what's wrong with this speech.
And Jack, you know I love you, girl. You know. You know. But you know, we here, baby. We here. Like you said, look, feel like a dream. Feel like feel like a fairy tale. But you know, hey man, this ain't no fairy tale. And if Joseph didn't complain, I won't either. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I seen every post. I seen every message. Even though I ain't had the energy to text back. But look, that kept me up too. Just knowing that y'all knew I was God-fearing and y'all seen that early. So I said, so y'all be paying attention then. So you know it ain't me. And if you know I had God before, you think, what? What you think now? So when you see me, please understand, man. When you see me, please understand that it's not me. I don't have the energy or strength to deal with none of you.
Period.
When you see me, when a smile is on my face and I'm kicking it and I'm happy, the higher power granted me the strength to continue to keep going. I love you, Jack. These kids are beautiful, man. God granted me that strength to have 3. You know, I'm trying to have 7 more. She gonna beat me up for that one. But I love you, girl. And I want our kids to understand that you had a beautiful soul. And you didn't leave us. You in heaven. Your spirit is with us. You're still here. And we got an amazing support system. We got a beautiful support system. And they came out. Love you.
This was a beautiful
Everybody
speech. What's the
keep God
problem?
first. And always remember, listen, do not
I hate people.
complain.
I say this every day.
You may have a valid reason to lose your mind, but that don't mean it's right.
Can't have no hate in my heart.
Because I got a valid reason to go buck wild. But that's not going to get me and my children and my family nowhere. They got
Doctor, he's saying he want to go ham on that doctor. I know what he's talking about.
strength so it can be instilled in.
All right, so you guys just heard what he...
I don't see a problem with what he said at all. First off, you cannot tell people how to grieve. If they want to crack little jokes here and there to try to get through the pain, how are you trying to criticize him for that? People are sick in the fucking head. Go do something with your life. Like, what? He didn't say anything wrong at all. I'm so confused.
He had to say. So like I said, I didn't leave a comment on the video just for the fact I didn't really want to judge. I just felt like, you know what, he's a comedian.
Who are we to judge?
I don't know
Yeah, he's super silly and he's grieving. Like, he didn't say anything disrespectful or anything. I'm so confused.
ins and outs of their relationship. So last night, finally taking a break from moving and trying to unpack, I just started doing a bit more digging into like everything. And I started noticing that I was seeing old clips of him where it seemed like he was kind of, disparaging towards her, disparaging stretch marks and how a woman's body changes. And what was very interesting is that his own friends from the 85 South show, they had posted this clip and on site ended up posting it. And a lot of people were really upset about the things he was saying. Now, granted, this was before Jacky died. But to me, it just kind of shows that she didn't necessarily just get this surgery on her own, that he definitely felt a way, and possibly the way he was talking about her body made her want to go under the knife as well. So I'm going to go ahead and play this clip for you guys. Y'all go ahead and check this out.
Not the deep ones. No, not the deep ones.
Not the deep ones.
You gotta lay on that stuff, my boy.
Don't lay on that. The ones that stuff
Like
like
lay on
a pack
dirt
of noodles.
clothes. There's a lot of shit going on.
That stomach like a pack of noodles.
Yeah.
Fuck you to do talking about, man.
Ah.
That thickness had to come from somewhere, man.
That nigga said stuff like that.
That's that you be asking. Yeah, that stomach like a pack of noodles right there in the front.
Just crushed it up.
It be soft, that meat be soft.
Followed up paper bags.
Act like you know me.
That's that tummy touch.
You ever seen one like you tear the stomach with stretch? You like,
I
ooh.
like that.
You
Oh,
like,
you talking about that? You
They
talking
stretch the
about
fuck out that shit. They had you that motherfucker.
He talking about that shit. You see that, right?
No, they take the extra skin
And they
and
put it in
they
their
stretch
jeans.
it.
No, they put it in their jeans.
They do?
They put it in their jeans.
No, that's the pepper.
They pull it up. They pull it up.
I thought they pulled it down.
They pull it up, they pull it down.
Whatever they do, they take that shit and they
stretch it and
pin
then
the skin back
back
And
together.
then they cut some out, and then they just piece it back there. Then they make the little navel like a booty hole.
Let me
Bitch money got a BBL and got back to back.
Bitch, I put a booty in her stomach.
They got a booty hole in the middle of
They got 2 booty holes.
So then I was on her page and I saw that she had.
Just a quick comment on that. What? First off, I think when people try to police comedy, I think it's corny because comedians say all type of off the wall shit. That's literally the purpose. It's the point. It shouldn't be politically correct. You're not gonna like everything you hear comedians say. They make fun of everybody. So to kind of use this clip for people to be like, oh look, this is why she got the surgery. Like what? You cannot put that on this man. That's something that she wanted to do. And I even watched a video that I reacted to not too long ago where they showed a clip of him saying to her, like, this is your body, do what you want. Like, cause she was talking about getting her breasts done or whatever. He like, those your titties, not mine. Like, I don't care. Like, so trying to put her insecurity on him is wild. Of course, he say all type of wild shit. He's a comedian. Like, I think that's very unfair to put that on him. Just based on that clip, like, that's crazy.
Posted a video, this was probably 5 years ago, that she had gotten breast implants. And one of the things that she was saying in this other clip is that, you know, she doesn't care. She wants to get her breasts done. You know, she's tired of her boobs. So I'm going to play you guys that clip. And I'm also going to play you guys a clip of her after she's gotten her breasts done and the things that DC Youngfly was saying about her boobs, saying that they look like middle school pizzas, the nipples looked horrible. You know, it was just a lot of really disparaging things that he was saying about her. And you can tell that her feelings were hurt, but she's trying to play it off and laugh everything off. But you can tell that it's definitely bothering her and that might have been a catalyst to why she went and got breast augmentation surgery 5 years ago. So y'all go ahead and check this out.
Movies, like, I don't even regret that. I don't care what anybody says. Everybody's like, no, you're fine, you are, you're perfect, leave me alone. Don't do it, no. You know, do you have anything to tell them about how my boobs looked before I got them done?
How you what?
My breasts.
Your breasts used to look like 6th grade
Really?
pizza. It used to look like middle school pizza.
I don't know what
Middle
that
school
means.
cafeteria pizza. The triangle.
Really?
Oh, the triangle.
The triangle cafeteria pizza.
Wow.
Now they perked up.
So you never told me that before?
Oh, I thought you already knew they look like middle school.
Oh my god. So you like them still though?
Huh?
Did you like them still?
Fine.
He hasn't even seen them now. You don't even know what they look like.
I hope they match the nipple. Shit. Nipple will be no motherfucker.
Baby, that's so mean. Do you want to touch them?
I don't want them to bust and then you be like, I got the right paper.
I'll do his reaction to touching them when they're a little less swollen, but I figured you guys wanted to know his opinion. What did you think about me getting my breasts done?
To be honest, I really ain't give a damn.
Didn't carry it away.
As long as you feel that about shit. Start it up. Your kids. Ain't mine.
Yeah, that's the part I saw.
They was like my kids.
Oh, they're not yours.
No, but they
He set a world record last night, just to get it out, so tell him what you did.
want somebody to try to beat it though.
Early? Competition?
Inside joke.
Literally inside.
Right, so you guys just saw that clip. And then there was another clip where he's also facing some backlash because people now are really digging into the relationship. And in this clip, he just seemed really annoyed. He ends up going on her live stream. And once again, he's kind of talking to her crazy. She's trying to play it off with laughter. Then he starts demanding pussy from her. And it was just really odd. You know, I noticed the media was trying to say that this was his fiance and they're calling her a wife. And I had talked about this on my live stream that I find it very interesting that now they bumped up her status when technically she was just his baby's mama. Let's keep it real. She wasn't engaged. There was no ring on her finger. He didn't treat her like a wife. He didn't treat her like a fiance. So I don't know why all these new media reports are saying that that was his fiance/wife when that wasn't the case. So I want you guys to go ahead and watch this video right here.
I thought it was his fiance. I don't know.
Hey, GC!
You know you're not allowed to continent.
Sorry, Dad. Hey, John. So what are you doing?
The same shit I was doing for your
My
ass.
views, wait, hold up. My views just jumped like from.
Yeah, them ain't your people. Shut up.
Okay, what are you doing? Calm down.
Oh, shit. But my people are your people. Y'all go see her. See her.
So what took you so long to get on live?
Girl, your shit went up.
It's because we don't follow each other, so I probably didn't get a notification that I was on live.
Yeah, I don't follow. I only want to see that shit.
Same.
Okay, you always on my shit. Shut up.
You're always on mine at the top of your search history.
So,
What?
He is a ratchet. This is how ratchets act. I'm so confused.
So, what do you guys have to ask us? He said he wasn't going to go on.
I need some pussy. What you talking about?
That is a statement. That's not even a
All right, you need to say something too. I said I need some pussy.
Okay.
But okay, you better know. You need to say something else. What are you talking about?
That's Stephanie.
I'm tired of that. I need some pussy.
Okay, that's Miami.
Y'all see what I go through. Man.
I just said Miami. Shut up. What are you talking about? Guys, we're gonna get Miami.
I want somewhere else. Oh, I can't have Miami.
I'm
I
gonna
want to go
be
somewhere
in.
else.
Wait, what?
Oh, you ain't talking about no Miami. You talking about some other shit.
What are you talking about? Like, what?
You just talking about some other shit.
What? So John's in LA and I'm in Atlanta, so that's why he can't get any pussy right now. If anybody wanted to know. Thank you.
He's ghetto.
These motherfuckers stupid.
So do you guys have any questions? All I see is crying faces.
I answer shit for you.
Are we gonna have fun again?
Everybody thought it was hee hee ha ha back then, but now that she's passed,
I
now
can't
it's
hear you.
a
Your phone
problem.
is on mute.
No,
Just
that.
cover.
I'm about to say, you gotta ask you questions. I'm not answering shit to these nosy
Okay, you
bastards.
can ask me the questions. I'll answer on behalf of us, of the flies.
What?
So I'll answer on behalf of the flies.
Appreciate it, man. Apple 5. Appreciate it. Jacky just gotta leave road to y'all.
Thanks, baby. Have you guys checked out
Oh,
John's album? John, shut up.
I mean, come on, John. Like,
I
now you're
ain't
just...
know I was that ball in the camera.
I know, that's what I was trying to tell you earlier. So,
The movie how high coming out, so they gonna
All right, so you guys just saw that clip. So I'm not gonna lie, that clip definitely made me really cringe. He just seemed like he gave me the vibe that he was trying to take her down a notch. She has a particular look, a particular phenotype. You know, she has the blue eyes, the blonde hair. She's very racially ambiguous. And to me, I feel like the things that he would say to her and the way he would talk to her was almost to like bring her down a notch and let her know that you're not all that. You might be beautiful, you might be phenotypically what a lot of guys are attracted to, but I'm going to bring you down a notch. I'm going to let you know that you're not all that. That's the vibe I'm getting from him with the way he was talking to her. Even at the funeral, it's almost like he kind of came off like he was sending his homeboy off. Like, all right, Jack, you know, I'm going to miss you. There was no talk about how much he cared about her. It was just about her mothering and the 3 kids and her being a good mother. But there was nothing about her being a good girlfriend or fiance, any of that. And I'm not trying to say, you know, how he should mourn because everybody mourns differently, but the vibe was definitely strange. Now, this clip was also sent to me, and this just blew my mind. Now, I didn't realize that her father decided to go up there and talk, but the things that her father was saying was just so weird. It had absolutely nothing to do with his daughter's death, with his daughter's passing. He started quoting, you know, supposed quotes from the Bible. He was saying he wasn't religious, but then proceeded to talk about, you know, interracial dating, how Adam was black, and, you know, the woman was made from his pink rib. He just went on this whole interracial tirade. It was very awkward, because I'm like, how can you talk for 6, 7, 8 minutes about interracial dating and, you know, black and white, but he's not really saying anything about his daughter? It was just very awkward, and a lot of people are currently dragging the father for his speech at her funeral. It, to me, was just in poor taste. So I want you guys to go ahead and check out what her dad had to say at the funeral.
I am Jacky's daddy and mama. I raised her. The Bible says, Lord, let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be holy and acceptable in sight. I'd like to share with you, thank everybody for coming out and showing your support and love my daughter, Jacqueline Marie Smith. Before I say this, I don't know nothing about the Bible, but in Romans chapter 13, this is for the peace officers. I'm a peace officer myself. It says that every soul shall be subject to the higher power. That's what the Bible says. I would suggest that every police officer in the world put Romans chapter 13 on there. It says that we are not a terror to good works, but to evil. To leave that right there. I like to say, did you know that humans have 3 brains? You have a brain in your head, you have a brain in your heart, and you have a brain in your stomach. I know it sounds strange, but it's true. Look at that. See if it's true. Look it up. I don't know nothing about it. But
why are you talking about it?
there are a lot of things that have been going on in the world. And I think it's about this race stuff. And I like to tell the world, this day, the master teacher, his name is Minister X, peace be upon him. He says that Adam and Eve were not black people. Adam and Eve were not white people. Let's look, if you will, go with me back in your mind to Genesis chapter 1 and verse 26. I don't know nothing about the Bible, but it reads, God says, let us make man in our image, after our likeness. And he used the dirt, and the dirt is brown, to make Adam. Now, I don't know if you guys know anything about science, but on your DNA strand, all that is a series of information, and it can't produce anything other than what's on that information. That's science. If Adam and Eve were 2 black people, everybody on the planet would be black. If Adam and Eve were 2 white people, everybody on the planet would be white. Where did these white people come from? Where did these white people come from? Go with me. Yes, Y'all used the dirt. The dirt is brown. Adam had hair, wool, brown eyes, and brown skin. What did he use to make Eve? That's Genesis chapter 2, verse 21. He took her rib, or Adam's rib. Okay. Eve, her ribs are pinkish. Eve was a white woman. Eve was a white woman.
What does it have to do with anything?
If you're looking at the material, unless God is a racist, he wouldn't have changed the material. And he took it from Adam's rib. Ribs are curved. So, here we go.
And start being weird.
There's a dream in the land with his back against the wall. By many strange names, it is sometimes called. There are those who claim this dream never to be mold. Now that's a sin, as we all stand tall. To claim the dream for one is to claim the dream for all. It's Master Teacher. Thank you.
Can somebody please tell me what the fuck is going on?
All right, so you guys just heard what he had to
What?
say. You had some people defending him and saying, he's deep, he's woke, he went over y'all's heads. I'm not understanding. All I'm seeing is some man fanning over interracial dating. It was just weird. My thing is, as a father, especially being that Jackie said that he raised her as a single father because her mother basically abandoned the family. So I'm expecting to hear what she was like growing up, how was she as a child, just jokes from childhood. I'm looking to hear fond memories of him and the daughter that he raised by himself. I'm sure he had all types of memories. Was she a dancer? Did she go to dance recitals? Was she on the cheerleading team? There was none of that. It was just very, very strange. Like, how is your daughter dead in the coffin and you're not even speaking on her as a daughter? You're speaking on interracial topics. It was just very, very odd. I just think that the funeral to me was just very weird. Between the jokes and then the father getting up there, I don't get it at all. His whole conversation just totally went over my head. Maybe I'm not woke enough, but I don't think that was the time and place to be woke. What he needed to be was sensitive and open about his daughter. You know, he needed to let people like me who didn't follow her, who didn't know a whole lot about her, let me leave with knowing more about her than when I came. And I didn't get that from the father or from DC, to be honest. All I know is that she was a good mother, and that was it. Now, another thing that really disturbed me, and this is me kind of going deep and esoterical, I noticed right before her death, she had posted a video, and I watched this around the time she died. The video was posted a month ago, but it's called New Intro, Glamorous Mother's Day Photo Shoot. And one thing I noticed in this photo shoot, I felt like everybody was dressed for a funeral, including Jacky. It was just weird. All the kids were dressed like in darker colors. The one little girl has on white. It came off to me like a funeral picture. And then I noticed these two older women, and I don't know everybody's relationships, I mean no disrespect. I'm assuming one of the women is DC Young Fly's mother and the other may be an aunt. But if you look at the women and even Jacky, I feel like everybody's dressed for a funeral. These type of hats are hats that people wear to churches, to funerals, and things like that. So that was the vibe I got when I initially saw this video. And then another thing, you see the women as they're walking up, they're holding hands like they're in mourning. And I thought this was just really weird to me. So then I went and I watched Jacky's funeral that they had over the weekend. And I don't know if these are the two women in this photo shoot, but if you notice, there are two women who are obviously very close to the family, and they're speaking, and they are literally wearing the same funeral hats. You know, maybe not the same exact, but very, very similar to the hat that Jacky also wore in that photo shoot. As they're coming up to the podium, as they're standing there waiting for their microphones to be fixed, they start holding hands, just like the video a month ago during Jacky's photo shoot. So to me, looking at this esoterically, I feel like, was this a premonition? Was this some type of forewarning that she was going to be, you know, potentially sacrificed or not going to make it off that operating table? The whole thing is just weird, and I'm not trying to disrespect her memory or go too deep, but the way the father spoke, the way he spoke, the fact that this was live streamed and you can see her body in the casket is just very strange. Like usually when they do a live streaming, it's usually for private friends and family. It's usually not streamed live like this to the internet.
Yeah,
it was just
really
weird. And you just see her laying there in the coffin, and these people are dressed for a funeral like her photo shoot that she had a month ago. So maybe I'm reaching, I don't know, y'all, but I just thought this was just strange. I just felt like, you know, as beautiful as a person as she was from just watching her video, she was definitely a very caring mother. She just seemed very, very sweet, and all her friends spoke very highly of her. I just felt like the funeral, it was just something about the whole situation that was off to me, especially when the father spoke. It was just weird. And again, I'm not trying to tell anybody how to grieve or how they're supposed to behave. It was just strange to me. So I'm going to go.
Other than the weird father, I thought the funeral looked pretty normal, standard, based on the clips that were shown. The photo shoot that they did, it just seems like those were their color selections. I don't think it's more to it than that. Obviously, I don't know everything, so I could be wrong, but I just think that sounds like a lot. And as far as DC Young Fly, he's not for everybody. I would never want to date someone like this, but that's me. That's why I'm not dating anyone like that. But she clearly liked it. She was with him for, you know, X amount of years. She knew exactly how he was. He's a comedian, and, you know, I'm sure that he was just annoying and constantly, like, making little slick remarks and making little jokes, but that's just the type of person that he is, and she chose to be with him for several years, so apparently she was cool with it. So I think it is a bit unfair for people to poke at, you know, the way that he was communicating with her. Looking at the chat on that live, everybody was laughing, so it was all fun and games and funny, you know, when it was taking place. I don't remember that ever going viral and people, you know, criticizing it back then whenever it took place. So for people to do it now just because she's passed away, I think that's really unfair. And I'm sure he's going through a lot already. He probably is already blaming himself. So for people to, you know, put blame on him, I think that's fucked up. That's really fucked up at a time when he's grieving and at a time where he has to be strong for his children. I just think it's just unfair. People just want things to talk about, and I get it. Niggas are bored, so people are online always leaving comments and always wanting to speak on shit and give their unsolicited opinions for free, you know. But it's just like, it gets to a point where it's just sad. It's just sad to constantly critique people to this degree and, you know, act like you're perfect and you're on this pedestal and how dare you treat her like that. And the comments that I was reading that people were leaving, it was just like, oh, she deserved better. How do you know how she was treated in her relationship? Just because he was being stupid and making whatever little comments he was making, that was probably their dynamic. They probably talk to each other crazy like that. It works for some people it doesn't work for. But I just think it's so unfair to critique this man like this and put blame on him for the surgery that she decided to get, when he's on camera saying that he doesn't care what she does because it's her body. Like, that's up to her. So to place her insecurities on him and blame him is fucked up. But whatever. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know what other videos you've been watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.